They say lentils are poor man's meat, and I'm on board with that. It's great because we're going to have more vegetarian food, and we save a little penny too, so I'm happy about that.
I like it.
So, of course, the start of a curry is always normally onion and garlic, so I'm going to get you finely chopping that one. I have my microplane so I can get really fine on the garlic. Now, I guess this is a bit of an Indian-style lentil curry that I'm going to smuggle underneath some Kataifi pastry. Now, the thing I love about India is there are so many vegetarians there as well. A lot to do with their religion, but it's brilliant because they are consuming loads of vegetables. The other thing as well is they kind of incidentally have all these wonderful spices that are really, really good for you. You've got lots of medicinal properties. Just naturally, they're having them every day. So if we can eat a little more Indian, fantastic.
There's not a lot of ingredients in this, is there, Rosie?
There's not. This is really, really simple. But I'm telling you, there's a wow factor to it, and you'll see at the end there. So I'm just going to put it on a nice low and slow heat so we can saute some onion and garlic. Onion and garlic only need about 2 to 3 minutes until they become translucent.
I like that.
Yeah, well, not everybody knows, and I'm all about telling people the basics. If there's a question about cooking, don't worry. Nothing, you know, nothing is intimidating, and no question is too silly.
Do you want me to pop this straight in there for you?
Yep, in we go with that one.
I can do that for you.
Fantastic. So we'll just let those ones sweat off. Lovely. Now I'm going to get you cracking on that coriander because I don't think you can have Indian food without that lovely, iconic herb.
I love it.
In there. I'm going to add some spices now. I have 1 teaspoon of cumin, such a brilliant smell and flavour. Some cayenne pepper as well, because we do like our spice, don't we, my friend?
I like that.
I'm actually going to put a tiny bit of turmeric powder in there as well, but we're going to hold on to that because I have a little secret thing we're going to do with that one. Going to add some lentils here. You can use dry lentils if you want. You've got all the time in the world, and just let them soak them up. But I told you this is the easiest curry possible, so I've got a hack, and I've got some of the canned lentils in there. Thank you.
That's that for you.
1 tin of beautiful Australian chopped Tommies.
Here we go.
In there, and just 1 cup of vegetable broth.
Nice.
In there. All right, so we want to put this on a nice low simmer so that a bit of the liquid starts soaking up and it gets a little bit thicker. Now, whilst that is doing that, we're going to work with some Kataifi. So a beautiful pastry to work with. It's a string pastry. All we have to do is just bring it out of the fridge, bring it up to room temperature so it gets a bit more malleable, easy to use there. You just pull it apart. You can get it out on the deck if you want to, and you just don't want those big clumps of it because it's just gorgeous and crunchy when it gets that space. Right, I have a bit of extra virgin olive oil here.
There we go.
So in we go. Just going to put a nice, generous amount of extra virgin olive oil. While I'm doing that, I want you to put some turmeric in there. And I'm going to get your hands dirty because your fingers are going to be dyed yellow for a few days after this, which will be great. That's it. Nice and generous. You want to have a lot of olive oil all over this one here.
Some pepper in there as well?
Bit of pepper.
Gotcha.
And a generous amount of salt there too, and just mix away. It's just going to give it a bit of a yellow colour, which is absolutely gorgeous.
And you'll see the yellow colour all over my fingers as well. I can see why you got me to do this.
So, pick your nicest kind of pie dish.
That's a great one. I would normally put some meat pie in there, but you're going to put lentils in there. That's
lentils. I'm going veggie today.
I like that.
Any opportunity I've got.
I know that. I know that. We could eat that now, couldn't we?
You could eat that now. This could be an absolutely easy, everyday, weeknight dish just to have like that. Cook up a bit of rice. But of course, we're going to be feeding a few people, so it's nice to do something for someone and cook for them.
You want me to just put it in a little ball like that? Something like that?
Yeah, so little balls just over, scattered around. Don't worry if it starts falling off the side. This is a nice, messy dish that in the end ends up just looking incredible. So I have the oven on 180, and all I'm going to do is put it in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. But keep your eye on it because the Kataifi will tell you when it's done, when it starts going nice and crispy. In we go. Anything that colour's good for you, right?
That's great.
Lovely, lovely colour.
The turmeric really has brought it out. I wouldn't have thought it would have made that much difference to it, but it looks fantastic.
It really does.
Yeah.
So we'll make sure we get a nice amount of that.
And we're having the pastry on top of it. It also, you know, instead of having some bread or rice with it, you've got the pastry to soak everything up.
Exactly.
I like that.
So tuck in, make sure you have a little bit of that curry and that crunchy turmeric top.
I'll put a little bit on top there. So I've got the lentils on there, a bit of curry.
It will be hot.
That's great. bit of spice to it, and the lentils have really sort of got some body to it. That's going to fill you up. The tomatoes give it a little bit of freshness as well, and I love the top of it. You know, you can just taste the Kataifi, and I like how you use the olive oil as well instead of butter. It's a great dish.
That is my kind of food, and I just got the cayenne pepper kick at the end there as well, so I am happy as with that.